Hi, I was about to say good morning, but it is afternoon here. It is morning for some of you, so good morning to you. Good afternoon to some of you. Good evening to some of you. Across the pond. It is so good to see all of you. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday. It is really hot and really sunny here. It's quite lovely, which is nice because we've had lots of rain, so I'm not complaining. It's very, very hot though. I hope that all of you are having good weather. Good weather. Everybody needs a little bit of good weather, right? Carol says, "Is Sarah here?" I'm here. I'm here. Here I am. How are you? Oh my goodness, it's so good to see so many familiar faces. Bonnie is here, Cindy is here, Judy's here. There's Leslie and Renee and Kim. So many of you are joining. Facebook will be making their way in right about now. There's Susie. She's on Facebook. So I know Facebook has finally caught up. So good to see you. All right. So it's Feel Good Friday, which is my very favorite day of the week. And I've got a lot of beautiful things in the show today. I hope that you're excited and are ready to see them because I've got lots of your favorite things in the show today, which makes them also my favorite things, but more importantly, they're your favorite things. So one thing that is missing from the show is leather, but I do have pearls. So I couldn't get the two in the same show. Excuse me. But I went with the pearls because I paired it with something else that you guys absolutely love, and I know that you'll be excited to see. So all right, now let's talk about our housekeeping items and then we will get right into it. So first and foremost, guys, please set your reminders for 4 p.m. Eastern this afternoon for my Art Beads show that is over on the Art Beads website. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm trying to fend it off. Hopefully it will go away. But yeah, set your reminders for 4 p.m. We are doing an anklet/bracelet project. I have been asked several times to do an anklet project, so that's kind of what this is, but you most definitely could wear it as a bracelet because not everybody likes ankle jewelry. However, it is almost officially summertime, and so I thought it would be a great project to do, and we are using the tying station. We're using some prestige crystals and some Toho seed beads, and it's just a beautiful project, so I would love for you to come and hang out. Again, that's at 4 p.m. Eastern time over on the Art Beads website. So definitely set your reminders for that. And if you have trouble finding it, you can always come to the community. There are links posted there. Okay, so other than that, let's see. I would like to invite you to use my affiliate links if you would like to. Those are also being posted here in the comment section. I have affiliate links for Bargain Bead Box as well as Art Beads, and you can use those anytime you want to. I do make a small commission every time you use those, but you don't have to. Please feel free to, do it or not do it. It's okay, but they're there if you would like to use them, and I do get credit for the purchases that you make when you use those links. What else? Patreon. Patreon is always open for enrollment. So if you would like to be a Patreon member, I would love for you to come and subscribe to Patreon. Patreon is $10 a month and you get exclusive projects that no one else gets. That's what makes it kind of cool. It's like being part of a secret society, right? The projects that are Patreon exclusives are not streamed on Facebook. They're not streamed on YouTube. They are specifically for Patreon members and Patreon members only. And those projects are just beautiful, fun pieces of jewelry to put together. I'm not pushing you to shop anywhere. I'm not even encouraging you to buy things. I'm actually encouraging you to use projects or to create projects using items that you have in your own stash. And that in turn is what I do with the projects. I create things using things that I have in my own stash. And use them in unique and interesting ways and hopefully inspire you to create beautiful pieces of jewelry for yourself using things that you've already got, because you don't always have to go out and buy all kinds of crazy things. The Patreon projects are easy. They're not hard projects, so it's not an advanced learning community by any stretch of the imagination. We're just making beautiful jewelry. That's all. And those projects are weekly for the most part, unless there are extra weeks in the month. And then, you get at least 3 projects at the very least, sometimes 4, but usually it is 3. Okay, so what else? Oh, as far as Patreon is concerned, it doesn't matter if you are a Facebook user or a YouTube user or anything else. You can be literally anybody. You don't have to just be a YouTube user to use it. Anybody can use it. So I would love for you to come and join us on Patreon. Okay, so now we can get into our Feel Good Friday shows. So our Feel Good Friday shows are also pretty easy. We focus on simple techniques here, simple stringing, simple loops, wrapped loops, simple knots, things like that. We do not do anything hard on our Feel Good Friday shows because I want you to be inspired. And I help to inspire you by putting everything that you see in the show together as a kit. And you can grab those kits over in my Etsy shop. I ship it to you. You can come back and rewatch this video and put the project together. Now, in the meantime, of course, hopefully I'm inspiring you to create some things on your own. But the kits come in two different kinds. And the first kits that I show you guys are kits that don't have the findings. Those are just true do-it-yourselves. It's just the beads and sometimes a component. I give you a little bit of inspiration, but ultimately it's up to you. And then the other kits have all the findings, meaning I've cut the wire, counted the jump rings, all of those things, and every part of it is included. But before we do that, I start with a new thing that we've been doing here that has been absolutely crazy how quickly things are selling out. I'm calling this the Maker Marketplace. And just right before we get into the kits, I show you some things that I've got in my stash that are available for purchase over in my Etsy shop. And they are not kits. They're beads or focals or strands. I actually had 2 strands in the show today and they're sold out. I'm going to show them to you anyway. I'll show them to you right now instead of when I turn the camera around. But these sold out immediately. These are mother of pearl shell and they sold out. There may be one. Actually, I think they're both sold out. I had 2 strands of this one. There might be another strand. If not, both strands have already sold out. But these are the kinds of things that are in Maker Marketplace. Okay. So I'm going to turn you guys around. We're going to do Maker Marketplace real quick because I speed through that and then we get right into the kits. Okay. I'm going to turn you around right now. Okay. Let's do this. All right. So couple of other items that are in the Maker Marketplace for you guys. I'm going to get my paper out here because I want to be sure that if anybody asks a question, I can answer it for you. All right. So there are a couple of things in the Maker Marketplace. I showed you those 2 strands that sold out. I also have these little mini strands of carved jade beads. These are super, super cute. There's a handful of these in the shop. So if you want one, more than one person can grab them. I think I had a total of like 5. There may be 4 left. I'm not sure, but they're just beautiful little hand carved jade beads. I thought they were really pretty. So just a cute little strand to add to your collection. Okay.
I can't do it because I'm not connected to a home station.
Okay, be quiet, little robot. All right, next up is a tiger eye, and this is, you're going to see more tiger eye in the show today. The little carved tiger eye frog. I thought he was adorable. I did have a seahorse, but the seahorse sold out. I'll show him to you anyway. The little seahorse sold out before the show started, but I do have the little frog left. So he's pretty cute, and he's a pretty good size as well. So if you need a lucky frog in your life, this one's made out of tiger eye, and he's pretty cute. So I love that. Really pretty. All right. Next up, I have carved turquoise butterflies, and there are a handful of these in the shop. Each one of them is hand carved, and they are true turquoise. And of course, that means that each one's going to look a little different. The carving is pretty much the same, but of course, the natural turquoise that you get, what it looks like, everybody's will be a little bit different, but a little carved, and it is in fact a bead. But I had a bunch of these, and I was like, well, maybe I could make earrings out of them, and just make earring kits. But then I didn't have enough to like create, a whole bunch of kits. So I was like, well, I'll just sell them individually because they're pretty cute, and you guys can come up with some really fun things to do with these. So there you go. Little turquoise hand carved butterflies. Super cutie patootie. All right. Next up, I only have a couple more things in the Maker Marketplace. All right. Next up is a quartz pendant, which has some electroplating on it, which I thought was really, really beautiful. So if you would like not a rose, just a regular clear quartz pendant, this is a pretty one. And you could take the bail off if you wanted to and use it some other way, but I thought that was pretty. Right? All right, next up, I've only got 3 more things and then we're going to get into the kits. So I love these. As Lampwork piggies, this is a pair of black Lampwork pigs. They are in fact beads and they do have a really large hole. So you could string these onto some larger materials if you wanted to, but there's a set of black ones. And then I also have a set of white ones. So if you need some little Lampwork piggies in your life, I've got a set of each. There's only one set of each though. So once they're gone, they're gone. I don't have any more piggies, but I thought they were super cute. So threw those into the show as well. And you do get both in case you want to make earrings out of them. I think they're super cute. All right, and then last in the Maker Marketplace is drops. Now, this is a mix of 14 drops, and there are several of these in the shop, and it's going to be kind of a mystery as to which one you get. They're all different. They all have different colors and shapes in them. Well, I mean, they're all teardrop shapes, but I mean, like, as far as, you know, some of them are more like diamond shaped. Some of them are more teardrop shaped, but it's 14 and it's mixed. It's a mixed bag. There's a couple of these, so I can't guarantee that you'll get this exact one. But I thought it was a cute little deal. These were all pre-packaged because some of you know I bought a bead shop, not to run a bead shop, but I bought the contents of a bead shop. And so when there are things like this that were pre-packaged and pre-labeled, instead of integrating it into my stash, I was like, you know what, I'll just pop them into the shop because they're already priced and everything for me. So several of these, the styles are going to vary, like I said, but it is 14 drops total and they're really, really pretty. So, all right, moving on. I've got 2 true do-it-yourselves for you guys in today's show. Just quick for you. I have the blue druck. This one is all blue, and it is such a beautiful blue. It's not quite cobalt. It's just right before dark cobalt blue. But there's a drop in here. There are tons of blue druck beads. There's a check fire polish in here. There are some little cubes. And a little rhinestone spacer that is also in blue crystal. Some more of the drucks. So I, of course, think necklace when I see this, but you can be the creative one with this. I'm kind of thinking like maybe something like this. I always go for like a Y necklace because, you know, I love a good Y necklace, but could literally turn this into anything you wanted to. Right. Put those up there if you wanted to. So can come up with a lot of different, you could pull some of the beads from this and make earrings if you wanted to. You could turn this into a bracelet and use the drop as a dangle. So anything that I'm doing here that you see, you could definitely alter and turn it into something else. Give yourself a little dangle, right? And then you've got some extra beads you can make your earrings with. Pop some of your own things in there. If you wire wrapped this, I don't think you would need to add anything to it. But there you go. That's our blue druck true do-it-yourself. The next one is purple, and Jane's got perfect timing because I've got purple in the show today. Jane, you don't want to go anywhere. Wait till you see the purple bracelet we make. Channeling my inner Jane when I'm making purple things, and Kathy too, because Kathy is all about purple as well. So I got lots of purple lovers in my life. All right, speaking of, this is the Purple Magic true do-it-yourself. This one's got a little laser cut component here, and it's got a little moon and star and a heart, and then the little connectors here on the bottom. There is a druzy bead. There are some check fire polish in here. There's a couple of druck beads and some metal components as well. And again, I was thinking, as I normally am, I always think like, you know, Y necklace, but it doesn't have to be necessarily. This could be like, I don't know. do like a, almost like a little, make it look sort of like a tassel here in the front, even though it's not, it's like tassel shaped, you know what I mean, right? Something like that. And then that, I don't know. I'm definitely curious to see whoever grabs these, what you do with them, because I think there's a lot of opportunity here. You could actually use this as a hand chain if you wanted to. So you could do your bracelet this direction and then have some chains going down to do rings around your fingers if you wanted to. So a lot of fun, cute little component. I liked this one a lot. I thought that it was really pretty. You could also save this and do like a Halloween design with it if you wanted to. So I don't know, but I thought it was cute and I thought you guys would enjoy it. So that's the Purple Magic True Do It Yourself. All right, now let's move into the kits where we've got all the pieces, shall we? All right, so we're going to make a bracelet. And this bracelet actually comes in 2 different color options and then a second listing. Okay, so let me show you our beautiful purple beads here. All right, we're making a 2-strand bracelet with beautiful beautiful prestige cubes, agate druzy beads, some check flowers, antique copper. We're doing some little flower dangle-doos. Okay, but this is going to be a 2-strand bracelet. And the components, all of the metal is antique copper. Okay, but here's the thing. This one comes in 2 different purple options. So you can get just the regular purple or the light purple. Okay, I'm putting together the dark purple, just the regular purple. And then the light purple is an option. So when you go to check out, either regular purple or light purple. Okay, however, to make this a little bit more interesting, not only is this available in purple, but it is also available in a completely different color, which is a completely separate listing. It is available in Topaz as well. And instead of making this all one listing where you pick and choose, I wanted to do it separately. So I'm just showing you, this is the Topaz option. And this is also going to kind of help us understand how we're going to put this purple one together. So the Topaz Cubes bracelet is sold out already. Oh my gosh, we haven't even put it together. Okay, so this is the Topaz version. Okay, it is the Topaz Cubes. And instead of the agate druzies, it's these large check fire polish. And then the flowers are little blue bellflowers with Montana blue bicones. And then that comes down to the component and a single bead. Okay, so this was one of the color options. It's a different listing, but I guess it's sold out. I'm really surprised by that. But so this was the 2-strand Topaz version. We're going to put the purple version together. The purple version, when you go to check out, you pick either regular purple or light purple. Okay. All right, let's put it together, shall we? Because this is going to be how you put together both of them. All right, so you can see that with the purple one, I've got 1 strand. It's already ready. And so we are going to put the second strand of this together with each other. So 4 cubes on one side, okay? And they're all linked together. Then we're going to make a little connection using eye pins for everything, no jump rings in between. Okay, we're going to create our little flower connector here, which is a bicone. Uh-oh, my wire is bent. Let me actually just trim that off. I don't want to crack my bicone trying to force it on. All right, so there is a bicone, a check flower, dark not available. It's just purple, not dark. I think it's just listed as purple, not dark purple. So it's purple or light purple. All right, so then we're going to do the metal, but I mean, it could be the darker could be sold out too. I don't know. Okay, so we're doing a metal bead, and then we're doing another bellflower, and then we're going to put a bicone in that. Okay, so this is little connector link that goes here, right? You're going to make 2 of these, and you're going to do simple loops. Okay, so we're grabbing the wire, bending. We're going to come in with our cutter tool. We're going to trim off, leaving ourselves about 1/4 of an inch of wire, and then you're going to use your round nose pliers. Grab that wire and roll back. Okay, and we're going to connect that there. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and connect it. We'll go ahead and connect it while we've got it ready. So we're just going to twist to open, attach that, and twist to close. Okay. And then the next thing that we are going to put on here is going to be a druzy agate. So we're going to take another eye pin, and we're going to do a bead cap, and then our druzy bead, and another bead cap, and a simple loop here. Okay. So same steps, coming in with our chain nose pliers, bending the wire, and in with our cutter. We're going to trim. And then you're going to use your round nose pliers. Roll back. Okay. And then that's going to connect to what we've already created. All right. And then you're going to do another little section of the cubes, and you're going to do 3. 2 of ours are already ready, and we're going to add our 3rd one here. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my eye pin. Go ahead and thread that on and add our crystal cube. And guys, the crystal cubes are the you-know-what. We'll call those prestige, but you guys know what prestige really is, right? I wish they'd never changed their name, because I hate that every time I do a project where I use them, I have to say that, because it's really confusing. All right, so there's 3, and we're going to attach that there. All right, so there are your double strands, okay, for your bracelet. And the Topaz version is the same. 4 cubes, your little flower connector, your larger bead, and then 3 more. Okay, and these are going to connect on either side to these little connectors. And I'm not going to use a jump ring here. I'm just going to open up the simple loops here and attach. To our little connectors, and there's a connector on both ends. Okay. All right, then we're going to, oops, finish this off. So, all right, you've got your 2 strands, right? Then you're going to add to this. So down here on this end has our little dangles and our jump ring. So that's what we're going to do down here. Okay, so our dangles are our bellflowers. These are all 3 already ready. It's bellflowers with a bicone, bellflowers with a bicone, and wrapped loops. And then I'm going to use a little set of jump rings here to put these together. So we're just making a little mini cluster. So we're doing 1 jump ring with a bellflower, close that back. So we're going to do a 2nd jump ring. Okay, and you're going to put a bead on either side of that so that they're nice and even, and you're going to close that back. Okay, so you've got yourself a little dangle. Same thing with this one, goes together the exact same way. Okay, then you're going to connect that, show you here. Going to connect that to a jump ring that's got your clasp on it. Okay, so that's actually hanging from the jump ring that has your clasp. So let's open up our jump ring. We're going to thread that on. We're going to attach that to the jump ring that's on our connector. And then attach our clasp. Okay, so this is the clasp end of the bracelet. Okay, same on both ends. All right, then moving down here to the other side, this comes down to a single bead. Okay, so this one, bead caps, little bicones, same thing. This one's going to be a druzy. So we're going to do, whoops, we're going to do a bicone, bead cap, whoops, druzy that I'm going to throw into the floor apparently. Okay, and then a bead cap and a bicone. And you're just going to do a simple loop here, and then we're just going to connect this to this end. So you've got beautiful bracelet here, double strand, and this one came in purple or light purple. And then a separate listing was the Topaz. And I believe the Topaz has completely sold out. And there's probably only a handful of the purple ones left in either shade. But you're going to connect that. It's okay, don't worry, because even if you missed your chance on this bracelet, you guys, there's other beautiful bracelets in the show. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, and then 3 jump rings, just so that you can have a little extra length choice here. You don't have to use all 3 of these if you don't want to. Just use as many as you want, or, you know, add to it if you need it to be longer. I like to make sure that there is some adjustment ability here, because not everybody needs the same size bracelet. But this is the purple version, right? So pretty. And again, that one came in either purple or light purple. Okay, so those were your color choices for that one. And then the Topaz version was Topaz and London blue. So I'll go ahead and connect these. So pretty. Love them. And I love the antique copper. Antique copper is just beautiful. All right, so there were the two multi-strand bracelet options. Thank you to everybody who made purchases. You're going to absolutely love these when you get them home. I promise you will. All right, moving on, because I've got more things to show you guys. We are not stopping. Got another beautiful bracelet for you guys that I think you're going to absolutely love. Guys, this one is freshwater pearls and labradorite, and some of those beautiful prestige bicones. All right, and this is just a really beautiful stringing project. We've got a tiara cast toggle and a couple of little dangle-doos here for the ends. Let's put it together, shall we? All right. What's the thing in the middle of the druzy? So some druzys are open. Some druzys have openings, and you can see the crystals on the inside. Not all of them, but that's what makes agate druzy so amazing, is that sometimes you can see the little geodes that are on the inside. So not all of them are like that, but occasionally you'll get one that's extra special that's got a nice opening on it. That's why druzys are so fun. All right, so we are going to put these together. How do you know size for bracelet? Well, for me, generally speaking, I aim for my kits to be 7.5 inches, because that's the standard for the industry, but with the adjustability of adding extra jump rings so that you can add or take out jump rings to really adjust. Because I know not everybody needs a 7.5 inch bracelet. Some people need more, some people need less. So I shoot for 7.5 inches with the opportunity to adjust that as you need for yourself. For me personally, I wear like a 6.5, but everybody's wrists are different. But the industry standard is 7.5. So I try to put it there, and make it so that you can take things away or add to it to get whatever size you need. All right, so we're going to start out with our bead stringing wire, going through our wire guardian and our crimp, making sure that you're not crisscrossing inside there. And we're going to squeeze, and then you're going to turn that sideways and give that a squeeze. And then you're going to come in with your cutter tool and you are going to trim off. All right, and we're just going to get right into this. So we're going to string up all of the freshwater pearls first. This bracelet is stunning when it is all put together. You cannot go wrong with labradorite. And as far as pearls are concerned, I know this crowd loves pearls. So I always know that's a winner with you guys. But adding in the labradorite chips, this is such a beautiful bracelet. So, and it's simple. It's easy to wear. There's no fuss. You just put it on. The dangles, you can either leave the dangles in the bracelet or you can take them out and make like matching earrings to go with this if you wanted to. Oh, this one's being kind of fussy. Pearls are like that. I may need to ream this one a little bit because this one's not wanting to go, which is funny because it went on perfectly yesterday. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so all of those beautiful freshwater pearls. Okay, then you're going to do a metal bead and a bicone. The bicone is in the same blue flash that is in the labradorite. So it really kind of brings out that flash in the labradorite. Another metal bead. And then you're going to thread on all of your chips. Oh, goodness. Come on. There we go. Sometimes the chips, the holes are hard to see, but get all these chips on here, and then we're just going to crimp on the end, and then we are just going to use, you know, our toggle and our dangle. So this is pretty straightforward. This is just a stringing project. I've got another beautiful stringing project for you guys here in just a second. That's a necklace that I think is an absolute stunner. But as we talked about earlier this week with our project that we did on Tuesday's live, we like stringing. I mean, there's skill involved with stringing, so don't ever discount yourself if stringing is your passion. All right, whoops. Get that on there. All right, 2 more to go. Oh, Ginger's coming for me. Ginger said, did you say just a stringing project? After I literally just told everybody, don't ever say just stringing. Look how pretty. And you can see some of the flash in that labradorite. It's very much the same color as the blue in the bicones. Oh, this is so pretty. I love it. I love it. Now, again, this is one of those where if you need a smaller bracelet, take a bead out, right? Take a bead out. Or if you need a longer bracelet, add some jump rings. Like I do the best that I can to make it so that you can adjust these to whatever your needs are. Because I know one size does not fit all. So I really take that into account when I'm putting kits together to make sure that there are plenty of jump rings and things like that so that you can really adjust. Deborah says, this is going to sound dumb, but what is a wire guard for? That is not a dumb question at all. It's a really good question. So the wire guardian is exactly what it says it is. It guards the wire. It is a protective barrier between your wire and your components, whether those are, your jump rings or your clasp or whatever the situation is, because your wire is, in this instance, this is 49 strand wire, and you can see it is microscopic, right? 49 strands of steel that have been twisted together, and then they're coated in nylon. And that nylon coating will wear away over time. Abrasion that happens just from natural wear. But you want to give your wire as much of a chance to live its longest life as you possibly can. So running it through a wire guardian and protecting it from a jump ring, so that, because the jump ring is always going to be moving around, right? You're protecting it as much as you can from the abrasion of the jump ring or whatever the metal component is, so that it can live its longest life. It just kind of guards that nylon coating to help elongate the life of the strands, because over time, like I said, that the nylon coating will wear away and then it will start to fray, because it is 49 strands, so, or 19 or 7 depending on your wire. So you use the guardian just to protect it. All right, so now we're going to do our clasp, and we need to do our little dangles first. So I've got three bicones, and we're going to go ahead and wire wrap. Okay, so then I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers. All right, going up and over. Rotate, take the wire over to the other side, and then we are going to wrap in that space between our loop and the top of our bead, and then we're going to come in with our cutter and trim off. Okay. All right. Now we are going to connect everything here. So I'm going to create my little cluster very similarly to the cluster that we did in the previous project. So one jump ring, one bicone, close that back, another jump ring, and then a bicone on either side. And that just makes a cute little tiered cluster of beads, right? Really cute. And then you're going to connect all of this. So we're going to take a jump ring and we are going to attach it to our top jump ring on our cluster and attach that to the end of our bracelet. And then we'll go ahead and attach our toggle bar. You can do it on either side. So if you want to do the toggle ring or the toggle bar, it's up to you. And then Bonnie says, I love clusters. I know Bonnie loves cluster. I do too. We are very similar in that. All right. And then just want to put all this together. And you've got a beautiful labradorite and freshwater pearls bracelet. Like, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And like I said, easy to wear. You just throw this on, wear it with your blue jeans, wear it with your fancy dresses. Like, you can do anything with this, and you just throw it on and you don't have to think about it. You can, like I said, if you don't like the dangles, take the dangles off. Sometimes the dangles drive people crazy. I, for one, love them, but some people don't. If you work a computer job, where you're typing all day, sometimes the dangles can be a pain. Take them off, right? Or incorporate them in here. Pop a bicone in between some of these pearls if you want to, or over here in the labradorite chips, or save them and make matching earrings. So you've got some adjustability there to really kind of create this however you want to create it. I just gave you the idea and the beads and the components to put it all together, but it's up to you ultimately to decide how you want to do this. But so pretty. All right, so I'm going to set this to the side and we're going to move on, because I've got a a necklace project that, again, a stringing project that is just gorgeous. Look at these beads. Aquamarine blue is the name of the game, and we've got aquamarine blue cat eye. We've got aquamarine blue crystals, prestige. If you know. We're going to put this together. So let's get this one going. There are no dangles involved here, which I think a lot of people are going to be like, what? No dangles? Nope. This is just straightforward, absolutely beautiful, because this is all about these gorgeous, gorgeous beads. All right. So we're going to start out with our crimp. If I can find my crimp in all of this. Where's my crimp? There's one. All right. So we're going to thread on the crimp. And we are going to thread on our wire guardian. All right, back down through our wire guardian. And down through our crimp. Now, I included the oxide color crimps in this just because I was out of the silver. So if you want to swap it out, you can. It really doesn't. It's such a small bead. I don't think that it makes that much of a difference. But if it drives you crazy, swap this crimp out for silver from your own stash. I have recently just gotten an order of crimp beads in. So this was just for this project. All right, trimming that off. All right, so we're going to string this up. And for stringing this up, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 8 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 8 sections of 3 cat eye, the round ones. Okay. And a aquamarine bicone. We're going to do that 8 times. So there's 1. There's 2. Okay, there's 3. So pretty. I love the way the light catches those. Gosh, they're so pretty. All right, here's 4. Somebody said the purple bracelets are sold out. Somebody said there's 1 purple bracelet left, guys. I don't know for sure, but if you want to, if you still want a purple bracelet, go check, because you know there's so much information that comes in, so many things in the chat, like you never know for sure. So your best option is just to go check the shop to find out. But 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? I forgot our metal bead at the end. I know. I'm a stickler for that kind of thing. Start with the metal bead, okay? And then string these up real quick, because you don't want, some of these cat eye beads have a large hole and you don't want it to cover up your crimp, which is what I noticed was happening. And then I realized it's because I didn't put the metal bead on the end. So string these back real quick. I just don't want anybody to miss out. Like if there really is a purple bracelet left, I want somebody to be able to get it and not just be like, oh, well, but somebody said earlier they were gone, because Etsy can be kind of weird sometimes. So I don't always trust it when it comes to things like that. So your really best bet is just to check the shop. All right, so we're stringing these up. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. My next art beads, Christine says, when are you on next? So I'm on every Friday. I'll be on this Friday. Whoops. I'm on every Friday at 4 p.m. I wasn't last week because they did a warehouse show, but Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern time, that's my time slot. And we are doing a really fun anklet that could be a bracelet project today. So love for you to be a part of that show. If you guys want to come and hang out, it's over on the Art Beads website. Now listen, the Art Beads affiliate link, though, you can use it anytime you want to. It doesn't just have to be during the show. You can use that affiliate link anytime you want to make a purchase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 2 more of these, and then we're going to start with our middle section of our project. Yes, some of you bought a beautiful blue bracelet that was very similar to this like 2 weeks ago. This necklace will match that. That bracelet sold out really quickly. So I'm hoping that that will be the same case with this necklace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so when you get the 8th little section done, then you're going to switch this up. Okay, and we're going to thread on a large bead cap. We're going to thread on a beautiful rondelle. We're going to do another bead cap, and we're going to slide those down. Okay, that's kind of our transition. All right, now we're going to do our pattern, which is a bicone, a cube, a bicone.
Goodbye, my friend.
Okay, and then we're going to do a bead cap and a barrel cat eye and a bead cap, and thread that on. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I can't wait for you to see it finished. It's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And the picture on Etsy just doesn't do it any service. It's just so pretty. Heart says, you make them so fast I can barely keep up. I know. Well, that's because it's a Feel Good Friday show and I have so many projects to do. Tuesdays, I go a lot slower because it's only one project. But here on Fridays, when I've got 5 or 6 things to show, I got to go fast. So I've kind of trained myself to put jewelry together at super speed. Super speed. But that's just because there's so many to put together. I definitely recommend taking your time and enjoying yourself. Look how beautiful. Oh, I love it so much. Now there are 5 of the cat eye barrel beads, just so you know, if you're kind of figuring out ahead of time what this pattern is. Heart says, you mentioned me. Of course I did. I see you. I wish I could say everybody's names and like shout out to everybody. There's so many of you, but I do. I see all of you and I appreciate all of you so much. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. So you're very important to this whole process. Trust me. I don't take you for granted a single bit. All right, so we've got 2 more of the barrel beads to add to our little pattern. And then we're going to finish this off with 8 more of the little sections of the round cat eye beads. But, oh my, this is so pretty. And it matches that bracelet perfectly. So if you got the blue bracelet a while back, this is 100% going to match that. All right, so we finished our pattern here with our 5 barrel beads. Now we're going to finish off with the cubes and the bicones and then our rondelle. So let's do that real quick. And then we will finish all of this with our round cat eye beads. Bonnie says that she too and Carol can all be matching because they all bought this beautiful necklace. I love it. I love it. All right. So now we're going to finish this off with the other beads. Okay. So getting right into it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Carol says her couch is eating her beads. Well, my carpet eats mine. I have a similar problem. It's the carpet And ask me. I would imagine, Carol, that your desire to dig through the couch cushions is about as strong as my desire to get on my hands and knees and dig through the carpet fibers to find beads. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what? I'm putting metal beads in here, and it should be bicones. It's because I was having a conversation with Carol. Just thinking about getting down on the floor and digging through the fibers on the floor. No way. I say, let the couch eat them. Let the couch keep them, because I'm letting the carpet keep them. Unless it's a kit, and then it's really frustrating because you're like, well, I kind of do have to get down there. I do have to, unless I've got something in my own stash that I can use instead. So I definitely can understand. Lisa says the carpets need to be fed too. Oh gosh, it's all well and good until the carpet is sucking up your vintage Swarovski crystals, or, you know, your favorite 2mm gemstone beads. You know, then it's totally different. I don't feel like the carpet needs anything. Put the carpet on a diet. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Jessica says this aqua blue is her spirit color. What a beautiful, beautiful color to be your color. My color is teal, but I could very easily fall in love with this one too. It's such a soothing, beautiful color, you know? It's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, Ginger's carpet ate a diamond from her wedding band. Now see, that is a carpet that does not need to be fed. That is not cool at all. All right, guys, look how pretty. All right, now we are going to finish this off with a metal bead, and then we're going to crimp and add our hardware to this, which is just 2 jump rings and a clasp. Soothing, exactly. It is. It's such a soothing blue. It really, really is. It's calming and soothing, and I feel like it's a blue that so many of us can wear. Like, you know how there's like some shades of like yellow that some people just can't wear. There are some shades of red that some people can't wear. There are certain blues that I can't wear because it makes my skin look real pink. This blue, however, I think this works with so many different skin tones. And I feel like it looks beautiful with everything. All right, I'm going to crimp. All right, and then trim. All right, and then all we're going to do is just add our hardware to this. And as I mentioned, it's just jump rings. It's swimming pool blue. How can you not love that? Even if you don't want to get into a swimming pool, just sitting next to a swimming pool can be nice. And this is like the embodiment of that. So pretty. Oh, I love it. Thank you, everybody who made purchases for this one, because you're going to love it. This will be your new favorite summertime necklace. Because again, easy to wear. Just throw it on, right? You just put it on and enjoy. Wear it with a white t-shirt, wear it with a sundress, wear it with whatever you want to. I'm going to wear mine while I'm sitting on the couch watching TV. That's me. Okay. All right. I got 2 more projects for you guys, and then we will be done. I'm going to set this to the side. I'll show you what it looks like on the bust when we get done. All right. So next up is another beautiful necklace project. This is an easy peasy one, but it's gorgeous because it's got tiger eye in it. And I know you guys love tiger eye. So we've got some tiger eye and some antique brass here. And this is a Y style necklace, which I have been known to make quite often. And we've got some tiger eye mixed with some beautiful crystals. Right? And we're just making some pretty little links here. So let me show you. So we're doing one side. We're going to do another side. We need to put it together. And then we're going to do a little drop with a tiger eye nugget and a rondelle and a bicone. Okay. Super pretty, super, super pretty and easy, easy, easy. I love easy. All right. So for the links for this, it is a crystal on a head or an eye pin with your larger tiger eye bead and then another bicone. Okay. And you're just going to do a simple loop. Okay. Roll back. Okay. And those are all going to link together with jump rings. Let's do that real quick. So I'm just going to pop a jump ring between each one. So 3 on either side. Okay, we'll put a jump ring at the end as well. All right, so we've got that. Now let's do our focal here. So our focal is going to be our nugget, and we're just going to put that onto a head pin, and we're going to do a wrapped loop. Okay. Up and over, rotate, take the wire over to the other side, and then a wire wrap in that space. Oh, it was a little aggressive of a wire wrap. I was getting a little aggressive with that. Need to be careful. All right, I'm going to come in with my cutter tool here to trim off the excess. Okay, then I'm going to take an eye pin, open that up, thread that on to the loop we just made. Okay, and I'm going to add a bead cap, a rondelle, a bead cap, and then a jump ring. I mean, a bicone. Not a jump ring, a bicone. Okay, and then I'm just going to do a simple loop on that. And I need to straighten this up a little bit down here. I'll show you. You could do a wrapped loop here if you wanted to, but a simple loop is just fine. Okay. Now the nuggets can be kind of a challenge because of the way that they're shaped. So I have to kind of bend my wire to make it hang, because you know all nuggets are shaped differently. So I needed to kind of adjust my wire just a little bit with that. But we're going to open up our largest jump ring and we're going to thread everything on. So the 2 ends of our little beaded chains. Look how pretty. So, so pretty. And then we're just going to finish that off with some antique brass chain. That's all. This is another one that is super easy to wear, and you can adjust this by cutting your chain if you need it to be shorter, or just leave it if you want this to be nice and long. Or if you want to use beads from your own stash and bead some more and leave the chain out, you know, if you wanted to bead the length of this, or if you wanted to swap the chain out for some leather, that would be really yummy too, which I almost did, but thought I would use the chain instead because we hadn't done a good chain project in a while. So And I do love this antique brass chain. So there you go. Easy peasy, pumpkin squeezy on that one. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. And Tiger Eye, you can wear this all year. It doesn't matter if it's spring or summer or winter or fall. This is a really beautiful gemstone necklace that you can wear anytime you want to. So super pretty. All right, last thing to do is a quick little pair of earrings, and then we are done. So let me show you these earrings. The beads in these earrings are stunning, 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 stunning. Look at these Cathedral check glass beads. They're frosty, but they have this AB finish, and they're Cathedral, so they have that really cool top on them and bottom on them. But they're just like icy, beautiful blue, purple, pink. Oh, so pretty. So quick little pair of earrings here to cool you off if you are dealing with the summertime heat. All right, easy peasy pumpkin squeezy. We've got some little druck beads. Okay, and we're going to put our druck beads onto eye pins. And then we're going to attach these to our little connectors here. So simple loops is the name of the game. Right, bending the wire where it is exiting, come in with our cutter and trim, and then use your round nose pliers to roll back to close your loop. You're going to do that with all four, okay, and then you're going to attach these to your connectors. So you're going to open up your jump ring, attach. I'm going to do the other one. Okay. And then I'm going to attach to the bottom. So the drucks are kind of the in-between. I mean, not kind of, they are the in-between. 100% are the in-between. Carol, I like Tiger Eye with antique brass. So if that helps you in any way, I feel like they kind of were made to go together, but copper also looks really nice with it. Copper, like antique copper and hematite color looks good with it too. But it kind of depends on like if your Tiger Eye beads are dark. If they're darker, the hematite looks better. If they're lighter, the copper looks better. But with the antique brass, I don't think it makes any difference if they're dark or light. I think it just looks good all the way around. So hopefully that'll help you a little bit. I know sometimes those can be kind of a challenge to work with, especially if you're not really used to using browns, you know, because browns are not, that's just not everybody's cup of tea. So play around with the metal choices. That might give you a little bit more inspiration. All right, we're doing an eye pin on the top and our smaller Cathedral bead. And I'm going to do a simple loop here. Okay, and then on the bottom, your larger Cathedral bead. Ooh, mix them with pearls. Tiger Eye and pearls always looks good together too. So that's going to go onto a head pin. Look how pretty. Oh, so fancy. And just a simple loop here so we can connect it to the bottom of our little connector. They are short pins. They are indeed short pins because I didn't want to include like a big long pin because there's so much waste, you know, when you're only doing like one bead. So sometimes the shorter pins are the perfect size for whatever your project is. And then you don't feel like you're wasting a whole lot of metal. All right. And then last but not least is to add the ear wires to these. I think these are so pretty. If you need to cool off a little bit this summer, a little icy look for you, or you can wear these in the winter time. I mean, I think they're pretty. You can use these colors anytime you want, honestly. Really, really pretty. And they're very sparkly in the sun because of that AB finish that's on them. Like you're really going to get some nice flash out of these. That purple and teal color. Really, really pretty. Love those. All right. All right. Are they small earrings? They're pretty short. Let me grab a ruler for you. I can tell you. Ruler. Here's 11. 11 can tell us. They are from the top of the ear wire to the bottom of the bead, right about 2 inches, maybe just a tiny bit over 2 inches. So yeah, they're not huge earrings by any stretch of the imagination. These are pretty small and they're really lightweight, easy to wear. All right, guys, I'm going to turn you around and we'll run back through all of the projects in the show today. And then I will let you guys go temporarily because, of course, we'll be getting back together at 4 p.m. Eastern time over on the Art Beads website for the Art Beads show. All right, first up, I'm going to show you our Tiger Eye Nugget necklace. So pretty. It's just easy and straightforward. Just loverly, as Wanda would say. Love that. You can't go wrong with the Tiger Eye. It's got that nice little flash of its own, but then pairing it with some little sparkle. I like it. I like it. So, so pretty. All right. And then as our other necklace, we had the beautiful Aquamarine blue. You guys, that's a pretty necklace right there. It's so pretty. It's so good. I haven't said that in a while. It's so good. It's so good. It's a good one. So pretty. And this one is not coming across on camera nearly as pretty as it is in person. The crystals, they are where it's at. They are so sparkly and so pretty. And they just don't sparkle nearly enough, especially on this old neck bust that I have. I need a new one really badly. But I have more other fun things to buy than a necklace bust. But yeah. All right. And then just a quick run through of the rest of our projects. We had the beautiful labradorite and freshwater pearls bracelet with our little sparkly doodads on there. Super pretty. We had our beautiful little earring set that we put together. Those are super cute. I like those a lot. I love the flash on those beads. So pretty. And then last but not least was our 2 bracelet projects. So we had our Topaz with the London blue, which is a stunner. It's just... And then we had it in purple, which is also just gorgeous. And the purple, of course, came in 2 different purples. So you could get purple or a light purple, and I think either choice was is a good choice. Like you can't go wrong with purple. You just can't. Oh, it's so pretty. Love it. Love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging with me this Friday. I appreciate all of you who have made purchases. Thank you so much. It is 100% one of the best ways. Why 100%? I don't know. It is one of the best ways to help keep the lights on here and keep me coming back and giving you all of the content that I do give you. That is how I make the majority of my income. So I do appreciate it. I don't want you to think for a second that I don't. I really do. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. And don't forget, if you can, set your reminders for 4 p.m. Eastern time for this afternoon's Art Beads show. It's going to be a fun one. We're making an ankle bracelet. And using some more crystals because I got crystals on the brain. I mean, I can't help it. I love sparkle. And if I don't see you later, have an amazing weekend, you guys. I'll be back with you on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be with Sam's Bead Box. And I don't know if I'm doing a live with Rachel or with Sam, but it'll be one or the other. And we are putting together a beautiful bracelet using Sam's Bead Box. So you don't want to miss that, right? All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Have a great rest of your afternoon, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.